Thanks for joining me for my work week forecast. This is the work week forecast for July 27th through July 31. We're looking at a very typical late July week. There's going to be some humid weather. It's going to be relatively warm all week, really warm today and tomorrow, and then not quite as warm the rest of the week, thankfully. But let's take a quick look at the maps and see what's going on. So our weather this week, here's the upper level pattern. You can see where we've got the orangish, reddish colors, and that's where we have kind of a ridge, which is kind of a high pressure bubble in the upper atmosphere, and then we've got blue where we've got the a trough, and what we have right now over the top of us is we're being dominated by this ridge, and this trough is going to move in and kind of stall out over the top of us. And the difference between the two air masses here essentially is that this one is very humid, very warm. This one is just pretty warm and less humid, which is what we're going to see for the second half of the weekend. There's a bit of a battleground in between, as there normally is, which will be some showers and thunderstorms that we will see. A few of this afternoon, kind of out ahead of the front, and then tomorrow, as the front moves through, we'll see a few more. It's not going to come through with a ton of fanfare, though, so this is going to be relatively easy to get from one to the other. Let's take a quick look at the satellite, and you can really see that. Here's this big upper level low pressure system over Canada, and then there's a bit of a surface low here as well. You can see the front, and basically the boundary between the air masses is pretty well established here. And this is kind of slowly pushing in our direction. This will kind of clear through by Wednesday morning, and we're kind of in that transition period. We got a little kind of coming up over the top here. Where we are now, which will give us a chance for some showers and thunderstorms today, and then a few showers tomorrow with the front. But like I said, it's not going to come through with a lot of rain or anything like that. And then this upper level low will kind of park itself north of us, and we'll get a couple spin throughs of energy on the bottom side of the upper level low that will give us chances for pop-up showers on Thursday and Friday. Let's take a quick look at what that looks like on the surface. And you can see that there is this surface low. The surface low is a little east of the upper level low. They'll get stacked over the top of us, and there'll be a surface and upper level low kind of stacked on top of us, not moving for a few days, Thursday and Friday. You can see that the temperature differences on the sides of the front, there's a difference. You know, we've got, especially, and you can kind of see where especially in the morning, early morning, you can tend to see where that humidity is lower because you get your lower low temperatures. So in the upper 50s over a lot of the northern plains versus in the soup here in the 60s, right, mostly in the 70s, sometimes even mid 70s for low temperatures this morning. So this will be our air mass for the second half of the week. This is our air mass for the first half of the week. What does that look like in terms of the actual week forecast? So today is really warm because we get pretty much full sun. We're in the upper 80s and very muggy. I'm sure if you've been outside, you've noticed that. So if you're going to be outside, just keep an eye on that. We do have a chance of some, mostly in the evening, it looks like showers and thunderstorms. Shouldn't be too strong, those thunderstorms, but keep an eye out if you are going to be outside. You could get wet. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds. There'll be more clouds tomorrow as that frontal boundary moves through. There's a chance of a shower kind of anytime, but most of them would be probably focused in the early afternoon. There could be a quick rumble of thunder tomorrow too, but it doesn't look like anything too impressive yet again. Tomorrow morning, low is really sticky and muggy. Not a great sleeping night tonight. Hopefully you have some AC. 70, afternoon highs, lower 80s. The clouds will keep the temperatures down a little bit tomorrow. Wednesday, the morning clouds give way to mostly sunny skies. It's going to be much less humid, thankfully, on Wednesday, and an evening shower is still possible as we kind of get into that, some of those pinwheels of that upper level low swinging through. Morning lows, mid 60s. We're in the lower 80s on Wednesday. A much better day on Wednesday for outside activities with the humidity going down. Thursday and Friday, same thing, much less humidity. Both days a chance of a pop-up shower. Thursday probably a better chance than Friday. A little bit more in the way of clouds on Thursday than Friday, which means our temperatures are a little bit cooler on Thursday, upper 70s versus around near 80. But Thursday and Friday are very similar days, and much more comfortable sleeping nights with lows near 60 and maybe even the upper 50s on Friday. Anyways, that's what you're looking at this week. Like I said, very typical weather for this time of year. I want to say thank you to my patrons who support the stuff that we do here and help me with the equipment that I have and things like that. So I want to thank them. If you want to become a patron, here's what you get if you want to do that. And you can click on the link below in order to become a patron. It takes you right to my Patreon site. So yeah, thanks for joining us. We'll be back on Thursday for my patrons, Friday for everybody else with my weekend forecast.